Hello, my name is Pooja Iyer and I'm a motivational speaker and entrepreneur. Have you ever felt that despite being well prepared and being the right person for the job, you haven't gotten it? Research has shown that out of every 100 people interviewed, only 7 to 8% get the job. If you would like to be in that top percentile, then do watch this video. The three most important things that you need to ace an interview are research, research, and research. It stands for research with focus, employability, strategy, employer, attitude, results, communication, and happiness. The most important thing before you apply for a job is to understand your employability. Put yourself in the employer's shoes and think of why they would want to hire you. Look at the job description in extreme detail and match off all the points against what you can offer. Be absolutely clear about the value that you bring to the table. Have 3 to 5 selling points that you can talk about in your interview that will show them why you are the best candidate for that job. Everyone tries to get some basic information on the company, such as the name of the CEO, when the company was started, etc. But that will not differentiate you from the pack. You have to understand that employers will not hire you only for what you are today, but what you will be 5 years from now. So you have to come across as a strategic thinker with a long-term plan. Delve into their annual reports, do a detailed study, listen to their investor calls. There is a lot of information available online if you just spend some time looking for it. Try to understand the industry, look at who the competitors are, what are the emerging future trends. These are all facts and figures that you need to know at the tip of your fingers. Set up Google Alerts as soon as you get your interview call. That way, what you discuss will be current and relevant because you will have the latest updates on the company. Why did you choose to apply for a job at this particular company? What attracted you to it? Was it the job profile or the thought of working at this company? What is their employee value proposition? Try and talk to a few current employees or past employees, or visit websites like Glassdoor, which give you employee reviews to get a sense of their company culture. If you know the name of the person who is interviewing you, try and find them on LinkedIn. See if you have any common connections. Maybe you'll get a few talking points. A past company, common groups, or maybe alumni from the same educational institution. Always come to the interview equipped with some intelligent questions that show your interviewer your knowledge of the company and your serious intent. Attitude is key. You need to make a great first impression. Research has shown that this is one of the most important factors in influencing people. If your interviewer likes you on a personal level and gets a good vibe, then you are more likely to get the job. So the right attitude is very important. Be confident, sell yourself, and shine. But it's also important to be humble. Don't come across as a smart aleck or even a goat. Attitude is everything. Because even if you have the right qualifications for the job, unless you come across as an intelligent and well-balanced person, your interviewer is not going to take you seriously. It always helps to have some statistics on hand for an interview. What was the company's performance in the last 2 quarters? What was their annual turnover last year? What are their geo sales? What are the markets that they are present in? And what is their market share? Knowing these statistics will give you some great talking points and show the interviewer that you have done your homework well. Good communication comprises of 2 parts, talking and listening. It is always important to listen carefully to what the interviewer says. Many a times we are excited that we have the answers prepared and we begin to answer even before the interviewer has completed his question. It is very important to demonstrate good listening skills because that works as an advantage with team and client interactions. Make your communication effective. Prepare a series of short, relevant stories. It works as a great tool to highlight your strengths. Rather than just saying, I am a creative thinker or I am innovative, putting that into the format of a story goes a long way in highlighting your attributes in a much more effective manner. Try and do a couple of mock interviews before your big day. Sit down with your friends, let them ask you questions, exchange your roles, or if nothing else, just stand in front of the mirror and practice. But make sure you talk aloud when you're doing this. Just going through the answers in your mind is not as effective as talking aloud when you're practicing. It is very important to be happy and enthusiastic. A positive, upbeat demeanor goes a long way in keeping the energy levels high. As soon as you walk into the establishment, make friends. Keep a broad smile on your face and acknowledge everyone you see around you. You never know if the person who rode with you in the elevator is actually going to be the person interviewing you. So keep that smile on. Also, if you are asked questions like why did you leave your last job, never criticize your previous employer or your colleagues. Always try and put a positive spin on it, even if you have had a bad experience. You could always say something like, I had a great 3 years working there and I learned a lot, but I feel now it's time to expand my horizons. And finally, make sure to send a thank you note or an email. This is a fantastic opportunity of not only thanking your interviewer for their time, but also reiterating your qualifications and intent for the job. And ideally, send it within 24 to 48 hours post your interview. There you go. Now that you have all your research, go out there and ace that interview. If you would like a free e-copy of this presentation and an additional list with interview questions, do email us at info@aspire.in. That's info@aspiyer.in.